Listen, here's some good advice for those that was in my situation. If a boy living with his baby mother, they together. They are together. That's a family.
Last summer was a bummer. I ain't even get to ride around in a Hummer. Chillin' on the island looking for booty to plunder. Met a little shorty, got a number. We been chillin' since TMNT, where I got it out the gutter. Got away with words, it's my bread and my butter. Grandma passed on my birthday and that's word to my mother. And she just kicked me out the crib, man, we ain't been talking since.
I had to go get a little snack attack. These are so good, guys. Oh, can you see this? Oh, tiger paws, delish. They're actually for Tatum, but I'm stealing them. Take down. So the view may be a little different from this camera to the other camera, so please bear with me, people. Anyways, I'm back again with another video. This time, Queen of Story Time. And yes, by the title, you guys could see some more of the mix-up I used to get involved in. I'm no longer like that. As you guys can see, I'm trying to be a new, better, fresh person. I'm trying to live in my spirit and not in the flesh. But these things really did happen to me. So I'm gonna just tell it. I'm gonna tell exactly how I remember it. So if anybody feels aware about the way I describe my stories, sucks to be you. Get off my channel. And for those who are entertained, please stop by again to watch the rest of my story times whenever I post them. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on so you'll be the first to know when I upload again. You guys can leave comments below to tell me what kind of videos you guys like to see. You know, let me know. I'm a listener, whatever. Yeah, by the title, you guys already see your girl was a little side chick. Is it considered side chick? Like, if you don't really know, because I was bamboozled. But whatever. The world says I was a side chick, so whatever. I was a side chick. And this story's so crazy. So if anyone has not watched my mental health video, can you guys please go and stop this video real quick? Give you a second. So if you watched the other video, and I'm also going to leave the link above. I don't know which side it's going to be. One of these sides. The link is going to be in the card above. So basically, during this time, I'm not going to tell y'all the year because then people are going to start putting pieces together. I don't got time for the DMs. I don't got time. So basically, the story happened a couple years ago. And I don't know if a lot of people know, but at this time, I was heavily addicted to my meds, my prescription meds. This drug of choice this time had to be Klonopin. If people know anything about Klonopin, it's a benzo, so highly addictive. It's like taking a Xanax, honestly. It's like the sister drug to a Xanax. So yeah, you know the vibes. I was giving real ratchet ghetto vibes, but whatever. I just started working at this job. I met this boy, and at first he was cool, like whatever, medium ugly, you know, kind of reminded me of Meek Mill a little bit, but not too much. And he was kind of, I think he was hood, or at the time I thought he was hood. Bad choice, guys. Just stay away from the hood boys. For real, just stay away from them. Please, please, just stay away. Yeah, and yeah, everything was cool in the beginning. He made it. He told me that he had a daughter. He had a child at the time. One child that I knew of at the time. He lived like 45 minutes away from me though. So, you know, I mean, I had a car, so whatever. Yeah, and he was working there like a year before me. So he knew all the ins and outs and, you know, so he was the only person I really knew there. So whenever I went to work, that's the only person I spoke to. Then we started to get closer. We started talking. And I used to ask questions like, you got a girlfriend or something? Or like, you got a girl that thinks she your girlfriend or whatever? Because I knew he had a daughter. And I never talked to no one with a child before. So I probably didn't know what real questions to ask. But he made it seem like he took care of his child by himself. He said when he was at work, the baby went to daycare or stayed with his mother. Something like that he used to tell me. And I'm like, what happened to, you know, the child's mom, like your daughter's mom? He was like, oh, me and her is cool. She be working and going to school. He said something like that. So she really don't see my daughter as much as I do, which is okay because she getting herself together. And he used to be like, yeah, she don't really see her daughter often, and how she only see her on the weekends or maybe every other weekend. Something he was saying something, but the story sounded a little believable because I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't got no kids, so what am I say? He didn't really bring her up much. He just said they wasn't together for a while. Bada bing, bada boom. I believed it, right? So everything's great. Every every time me and this boy worked together, we went somewhere after work. So in my head, I'm like, ain't no way there's another girl, because she would have been like slowed you down. Like literally every time we had work, we was going somewhere after work, whether it was bowling. I think we went to the mall. We went to like we used to go mad places. We used to go to like the pier in the middle of the night and just stand by the water. Like I'm telling you, I remember one time he had to get surgery, and I was there throughout the whole surgery. I really sat in the hospital, drove 40. I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning that day, drove like 45 minutes to an hour at 5 o'clock in the morning to take him to his surgery, stood in the hospital with him for 6 hours, and then took him back home. I think we went out to eat, and then I took him back home. So, as you guys can see, I'm not seeing no girl texting him. Like, no one's calling me saying, yo, you talk to my, like, I wasn't getting none of those vibes. So, in my head, yo, we're gooch. We got along well, too. And you know what I'm thinking? We got along well because all he did was lie. But anyways, besides the point. Alright, so after us hanging out, everybody at work like, oh, y'all mad cute or whatever. And I'm like, alright, thank you or whatever. Like, I know. And I used to, yo, God, if you ever got me looking crazy like this again, man, don't do that. Like, why none of my friends stop me? Juliet, where was you at? Where was you? Like I used to drive this boy to his house after. I'm so dumb. Like I get donkey of the year for this. That year, I get donkey of the year. I used to drive this boy all the way to his house, and I'm telling you, he lived at least 45 minutes and a toll away from me. A toll there and back. I used to take just to drive him home sometimes, and then drive myself back home. Mind you, my shift was from 3 to 11. So what time I'm getting home? Right. Right. Stupid. Dumb. Idiot. One clone. That's me. One clone. Used to drive him home every time we had work together, which was often. We always worked the same shift. Mind you, drive him home, drive myself home, going through the tolls. When I say I racked up about $600 worth of tolls by the time I paid them, like, and he didn't give me not a dime. He never put gas in my car. He didn't give me no money for tolls. Yo, I'm really dumb. What? Well, you know what? Lesson learned, guys. Don't be me. Retarded. Yeah, so then, okay, so fast forward in the story, everything's good. No girls is coming up. I don't hear from no girls. I thought I was gooch this whole time. No, I was mistaken. These boys is liars. Anyways, we even like made plans to leave the country. I think we were supposed to go to Jamaica or something like that. We supposed to go. He was like, oh, I'm gonna get my passport together. Yo, the whole 9 yards. This boy was. Occasionally, he used to like talk about his child's mom, like his daughter's mom. I'm like, y'all seem to be co-parenting well. Whispering sweet nothings in my ear. Okay, so then one day I didn't go to work because it's my day off, and I think he was at work. I think he was at work and I was off. I go to the mall. I'm with my family in the mall. Someone was calling me, but it was a number I didn't recognize. So I'm like, if it's important, they're gonna leave a voicemail. Okay, they didn't leave a voicemail. I think they called like 2 or 3 times, and then they like on private, and then they called from like a 347 number. I didn't call the number back because I'm like, I get them scam callers all the time. So I'm like, all right, it's probably a scam, like the scam light bill. It wasn't, guys. So then a number texts me, and they was like, yo, you know what name? I need a nickname. We're gonna use Ice, because I have Ice right here. We're gonna use Ice. They was like, yo, you know a boy named Ice? Didn't answer. Because his nickname is actually common. And I know a couple of people with that nickname. So I didn't answer at first. And then I'm like, who the heck? It was from a green bubble. So I'm like, alright, this is a little sus. So I texted the number back. And I'm like, huh? Then I text the boy, Ice. And I'm like, yo, who's this? And he was like, oh, use the name Xavier. He was like, ask him if they mean Xavier. Why are you telling me to tell him that? Is this for you or not? Like, is this person related to you, know you or not? We should come up, text him back and say the person name is Xavier. No. So I texted him back, I'm like, yeah. And then the girl texts me like, oh, you know, we've been together for 4 years. I think she said 3, 4 years. I said, you've been what? I text this boy like, cool. I didn't even text him nothing. Because now my blood is pumping through my veins. My arteries is going, not enough oxygen is being pumped back. Like, I'm starting to feel lightheaded. I'm on H&M. You know the lines is long on H&M. I'm holding up the line because I'm like, yo, miss, wait, because I gotta text this girl back. No, I don't got my card right now. Give me a second. Let me get my card. I'm like, who is this? Like, what do you mean? It's me on my phone in H&M. What are you talking about? Yo, like, I could barely text. I'm texting the boy like, yo, call me right now. Nah, I don't want to hear none of that. Nah, I think I texted him like 27 times. He was writing in between. All I'm saying is call me. I'm not writing back. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call. Then the girl calls me. Yeah, she did. Yeah, guys, she called me. And I'm with my family in H&M. But I'm also a little staticky. So I answered the phone. I'm like, yo. And she was like, yeah, so, you know Ice, he said that y'all is just best friends, but I seen some stuff in his phone, and I'm like, if y'all best friends, then what is this? I'm like, best friends? I said, that's not my best friend. I'm like, wait, is you? And she was like, yeah, we live together, and he said y'all was just best friends, and I've been seeing pictures in my phone of you, and he had a picture of you, because I had a Polaroid camera, and I used to bring it to work, and one of the kids at work took a picture. I don't know if it was us or just me. One of the kids took a picture, and he took it home with him, and she said she found it in his pocket, or in his drawer, or something. So I guess she found me. I don't know how she found me. On the phone telling me they live together. They've been together for 3 years or something. She take care of him. He never got no money for her. She bought him a phone. I think she was saying, I bought him that phone that he's talking to you on. All of that. And I'm like, y'all live together. And I'm like, and she was like, yeah. And I'm like, I gave her the address that I dropped him off at. She was like, yeah, girl, that's my place. That's your what? Wait. I didn't hear her clearly. This is me wiping off my phone, like maybe the phone's a little messy. I'm like, that's your what? Nah. Nah. It couldn't be her that just said that's where she live at. The same house I was driving 45 minutes going through 2 tolls in the middle of the night. That's your house? I'm like, so you never see me drop him off? Like, oh, he used to tell her, oh, that's just my co-worker. She live up the block. That's why she be dropping me off. I think that's what she told me. But she never saw my car. Like, she never seen me like dropping him in front of the house, because they live in a building. So I'm guessing she was obviously never looking out the window, because why would you? This boy told me that was his mother's place. And then I used to drop him off at a different location, like once in a blue moon. He said that was his grandmother's house. His grandmother, I heard, is not alive. And the house that he said was his grandmother's house is actually his mom's house. I was dropping him off, driving in my car on the Van Wyck from Queens to wherever he lived, 45 minutes away, back to Queens, because I live in Queens. Yes, just put a man clown on my head. That's what really got me hot, because I just paid all these tolls. Now I want to fight. That's what it was. I want to fight. That's your what? After that, I'm livid. I'm calling this boy phone down. He not answering. I don't know if he was like next to her or he was at work. Bro, I don't know. I'm calling. I probably called him about 27 times. I live 15 minutes from Green Acres. I could have crashed on the way home. I don't think I looked at the road once on the drive home. That's how much I called him. When he finally picked up, I'm like, yo, what's this about? I was mad calm, because at this point, I know once I get angry, yeah, I'm crashing the V. I'm macking the V if I get crazy while I'm driving. I'm mad calm on the phone, like, so you live with this girl? Oh, it's not even like that. I wanted to tell you, but don't fix your voice. Nah, give me that hood voice you was giving me before. Do you live with them? I'm on the phone like, do you live with this girl? What? Bro, I don't even remember how the conversation went, but that's all I kept saying. You live with her? That's how we doing it? That's how you giving it up? You live with her? He was like, I'm only there because I don't have no place to go. Me and my moms be arguing. And bro, you had a baby with this girl. You live with her? And you got me dropping you off? And you got me dropping you off? Yo, I didn't even care about the cheating part. Bro, I just paid mad bread and tolls. I want my bread. What do you mean? This boy was like, he only lived there because him and his mom argue a lot and he don't have nowhere to go. She said you've been living there for about 3 years. What do you mean you have nowhere to go? So you homeless. So you're a bum. She said you don't pay bills. So you're a bum. She said you don't take it. Let me not even say that. Scratch that. So I need you to clarify for me what's going on here. Is this your shorty or not? No, I just be telling her that so that I can have a place to stay. That's not really my shorty or whatever. We just live.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, you sleep in the same bed. I need someone to help me out. Somebody comment down below and tell me what was going on. I was confused. I was Confucius. I was confused. My view changed a little bit because I'm using 2 different cameras because I am irresponsible and don't charge batteries when I'm supposed to charge them. So whenever one battery dies, I go to the other one. So my view is changing. So now I'm probably more zoomed up. The other view would probably be me more laid back. Sorry, this is how the world works. Anyways, so like I was saying, let me continue my story because it's getting jose. So yeah, after that happened, the boy telling me he only living there because he had problems with his mom or whatever, and he don't got no place to go. And me telling him, bro, you've been there for 3 years. That's beyond not having a place to go. Like, at this point, just marry her. Like, leave me. You could have left me alone, baby. I didn't need to be a part of this. Anyways, like a mon clone I am, I listened and I didn't forgive him, but I'm like, all right, because he was like, basically like, just give me some more time and I swear I'm going to move out. I'm going to get my own place. I'm going to do my own thing, whatever. I don't know where he said he was going. Maybe back to his mom. I don't know what this boy told me. But because I'm so stupid and dumb, retarded, off the Klonopin all day, every day. I swear it's the drugs that got me messed up in the head like that. Cause you could never, baby, see me in no situation like that ever again. And my heart is too big for you people. Like, y'all love to take advantage of people with big hearts, but it's alright. Cause karma gonna fold him like a pretzel, and that's on God. Anyways, then I'm like, alright, you said you gonna move out, whatever, y'all. You said you're not together. Listen, here's some good advice for those that was in my situation. If a boy live with his baby mother, they together. They are together. That's a family. You can't compete with her. I'm telling you that now. Stop trying to compete with these baby mothers. I failed miserably, but y'all gonna see. Anyways, yeah, so he said he was gonna move out. He don't really like her. He just there because his daughter's there and he don't got no place to go. Whatever. He said give him a couple weeks, I think. I couldn't wait. I think like a week passed and I'm like, yo, what's the move on your moving? What's going on? Because he's still trying to talk to me and we work together. And I'm not, honestly, it was embarrassing. I should have talked to somebody else, like my friends, about it, but it was very embarrassing, so whatever. And I already had to introduce him to my friends, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just give him a chance. Gave him a chance. Didn't work out in my favor. Oh, let me add something in the story that's really gonna wow the crowd. His ex-girlfriend also worked with me. I worked close quarters, like, with his ex-girlfriend, but he said that they were together in high school. So in my head, I'm like, all right, that's this little girl you was talking to in high school. That's what I took it as. That's another story for another day with her. Like, that's just a different segment. Anyway, so yeah, she worked there too. Yeah, so I think like a week or two went by, maybe a couple weeks, maybe 3-4 weeks, and I was getting very impatient. And you know, this is around the time I was also addicted to Klonopin. So I was really, I know my mind was gone. I know my mind was in 3 different places at once. And like, I didn't even want to look at him most of the time, but I'm like, well, he making it seem like he want to be with me, so it's whatever. Now everybody at work is starting to whisper like, oh, I heard she had an argument with the baby mother. Oh, I heard him and the ex-girlfriend, which is not the baby mother, it's a completely different girl. I heard him and the ex-girlfriend still be talking because they both lived in the same borough. So I don't know what goes on in that borough. I go home to Queens. I don't know what they do. So he's telling me that's what they saying is false. So I'm believing it. Because I don't know any better. So yeah, so I gotta work on this basically the same in face to face with the ex-girlfriend. I gotta look at her every day. I also gotta look at him, and in the back of my head, I'm disgusted. And then I gotta think, wow, when he go home, he really sleeping in his bed. Wow. Look at me. Stupid. Dumb. Idiot. Retarded. Anyways, one day comes up, right? And this is a day, like, my anxiety was hitting me, like, ooh, like, really two-piecing me with a left hook. Like, my anxiety was up there this day. And I remember this night. I don't remember the details about after, but I remember what led up to it. And I remember, like, the day before, 2 days before, we got into a big argument. And I pulled up to the job. And I was off. And I just pulled up on him. And I'm arguing with him in the car. I don't know what made me. I had a half and half from Hollis Deli. And y'all know I love my half and half. I don't ever waste a half and half. I could drink the whole thing. Quick, easy. I got the big gulp one too. I threw the whole thing on him while he was at work. You know what he did? He said, I deserve that. Any boy that tell me he deserved, I gotta leave him. Cause you know you doing me dead wrong. I threw a half and half on. He had on a gray sweatsuit. I threw the whole big gulp, half and half on him. Son said I eat those and told me he deserved it. I should have known. I should have known. Because if anybody throw a drink on me, you gotta fight me. Boy, girl, mother, father, you gotta fight. You gotta shoot it. This boy said I deserve that. Anyways, then 2 days later, I'm at work. And like mad stuff is going, all the lies is just hitting me. Like, yo, he just said that's his mother house? What? And my anxiety was hitting me, bro. Like, you not gonna do nothing? This is my anxiety. You not gonna do nothing? You gonna let him play you? You gonna let him play your face like that? And then there's me like, nah, bro, he said he's sorry. He said he was sorry. And my anxiety's like, you really gonna let this boy play in your face like that? Your mother would be so disappointed in you, she. Bro, after that, I think I took like, first of all, when I take my Klonopin, I was only supposed to take one per needed. Like when my anxiety is really bad and I feel like I can't control it. One. And one of those things could calm me down. I took 5. One sitting. 5. At work. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 Klonopins, bro. What was I thinking? I don't know. Took them. Sitting in the chair. Feeling like a crackhead because I feel it surging through my pores at this point. And I'm like, nah. This didn't make it better. I feel worse. Now I feel real staticky. I don't know if y'all ever took like a Xanax or like a Percocet and like people be looking like zombies. I felt like the zombies from World War Z. Like I was ready to go. Like I was with it all, with everything. I swear to God, I was with everything that night. And then, so I think someone saw that I was like out of it. One of my coworkers, some older lady, she saw that I was out of it. And she was like, nah, you don't look like yourself right now. And I think she saw the pill bottle in my bag. It was empty at this point. All of them was done. And I'm like, she was like, where are you going? And I had my keys in my hand. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go home because I don't feel good. I think it was like 20 or 30 minutes before we was like ready to go. Like time to clock out. And I'm like, nah, I don't feel good. I'm going to just go home. I didn't know that I looked incoherent. What's that word? Incoherent? I didn't know that I looked like that. In my mind, yo, I'm ready to just drive home. She took my keys and she gives it to Ice, the boy. Now I'm tight. Now I'm really tight. So I'm like, yeah, this is my opportunity. I walk over to wherever he's at. I'm like, yo, give me my keys right now. I'm going home. And he was like, yo, what's good with you? Why did the lady say, the other lady, my coworker, I think her name was Deborah. She's never going to see this, so I can say her name. I think her name was Deborah or Debbie. Why would she give me your keys? And he's looking in my eyes. And he was like, you don't look like you should be driving. I said, you don't tell me what I can and can't do. That's me. You don't tell me what I could do. You out here with a next going to bed at night. And you telling me I can't drive? This is my car. I'm like, this is my car. And that's when I knew. I think that's when he knew. Yeah, sis is bugged out. He said I looked like I was off something. And he was like looking for my pill bottle. He was like, how much did you take? I'm like, I ain't take nothing. He said, did you take all of these? I said, no. He said, how much did you have left? I said, I didn't have any because I ain't take none. I said, the bottle was empty. I forgot to take it out my bag. And I'm sure my words were slurring at this point. So now he's leaving and he's walking to my car, like unlocking the car and starting it and everything. So I hit him. I'm like, yo, give me my keys. I'm trying to wrestle the keys out his hand. He's not budging. He's like, you're not driving yourself home. And I'm hitting him on like work ground, like on at work in front of a camera and everything. Didn't even know. Our supervisor come and she was like, you can't do this at work. Like, this is too much. I'm like, you right. I get in the car. She said, take it off grounds. Get in the car. I'm thinking after he take me out the gate that I could get in my car and leave. No, he did not let me drive. We get onto the Van Wyck and I realize, okay, he's not giving me the keys. We're still in the car. I take my seatbelt off. The seatbelt alarm is going off. I'm looking at him and I'm grabbing the steering wheel. I'm like, give me my car. Bro, we could have died on the Van Wyck. I'm like, mind you, at this point, I'm not. Like, the story that I'm telling you now is only bits of pieces of what I've heard from him, my brother, like everyone that was around. So at this point, I don't really remember completely what happened, but this is like little fragments of my memory and then what he said and what like everyone else is telling me. So I do remember grabbing the steering wheel on the Van Wyck, trying to like get it off the road, and he's screaming at me. I'm hitting him in the head, bro. I remember clunking him in the head while he's driving. I took my seatbelt off and he tried to like, he put my seatbelt back on and held it. I don't know how he did that while he was driving, but he held it in place so I couldn't take it back off. And it was like winter because I remember it being really cold, but I don't think I had a jacket on. And I remember having ripped jeans. Oh no, my kneecaps was shit after this. And he don't really know how to get to my house like that because he's not from this borough. So I think he gonna base off his memory while trying to not die. Little did I know that the supervisor was in her car in front of my car. So maybe she had my address and she was GPSing it and he was just following. We're driving. He gets off at the wrong exit and I'm livid. I'm livid. Don't ask me how this got me angrier, but I'm like, this is not even my exit. You going to the next girl house? That's what I'm thinking in my head. He going to another girl house and got our addresses mixed up. Mind you, that was not the case. He just missed the exit because he don't remember exactly where I live. And then, yeah, so he pulls over on the side of on the conduit at this point. He got off. Wrong exit. Got off and now he's on the conduit. I'm still hitting him. This is where, like, next thing you know, I don't know where this girl came from. The ex-girlfriend is there. And she's holding me down. And mind you, I was 112 pounds at this time. She had to be like 300 pounds. I swear to God, this girl was like 300 pounds. And when she was holding me, she felt like a solid 500. Because I was like, she wasn't budging, bro. She's holding me. And they shoved me in the back seat of my car. And she's in the back with me and he's driving. So in my head, obviously, because I'm off the whatever, I'm thinking they trying to jump me and kidnap me. So I start hitting her. And I'm kicking him from the back seat. And my other hand is like trying to reach because she got my other hand like this behind me to get me to stop. And I'm kicking him. I'm hitting her in the head like with this hand. And I'm kicking him with my other foot because he's in the front seat. Nothing I'm doing is working. And now I'm starting to panic because I'm like, oh, y'all finna get me. And there's nothing I could do. I'm only 112 pounds. And there's a grown man in the front and a 300-pound girl holding me down. And I'm telling her, I'm like, you got this girl in my car holding me? You got her touching me, bro? That's what I'm saying. You got this girl in my car, bro? You know what I found out? That they was messing with each other the whole time, too? Yo, what's good with me? What's going on with me? They was messing with each other the whole time. And the little whispers that I was hearing at work, they were true. Yeah. I was the big dummy. Anyways. So, honestly, I don't know what I was thinking at this point. I'm trying to hit her. If this girl was to hit me back, she would probably knock me out clean. I don't know if she actually hit me back. I'm kicking him. It's not working. So then I try to bust my own car window out because I really felt like I was being kidnapped at this point. This girl is mad big. I drive a Civic. She's mad big. The back seat is but so big. It's room there. It's roomy, but not that roomy. So I'm starting to feel claustrophobic. I'm panicking because I'm like, oh, they're going to jump me. They're going to take me somewhere. And I'm trying to kick my back window out because I'm trying to escape at this point. And he's still driving. He's cursing at me, telling me to calm down. He's going to crash the car. She's telling me to calm down. And I'm looking at her like, girl, get out my car. Like, you don't even drive. Like, what are you doing? So I don't know how long it took. I felt like it took 10 years, but it was probably a 5-minute drive. We get in front of my house. He gets out the car. I don't know where this girl went. I saw my supervisor get out her car. The girl is there, but I'm like, it's like real phasey right now. Like, I don't know what's going on. And he's just my target. I'm looking at him like, look what you got me looking like out here. You got me looking stupid on farmers, bro. You got me looking dumb. I'm hitting him at this point. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just hitting him. He's eating him. He's not hitting me back. He's holding on to me, but he's like trying to get me in the house. And we're really in the middle of the street. Not in the middle of the street, but we're on the driver's side. So we're in the street and I'm literally hitting him. And I remember him taking my head, slamming it into the car window. Oh my God. I'm like, oh, okay, wait. I need time to recover. Give me a second. Because that hit, when I woke up the next morning, right here, my whole eyebrow was swollen. So he hit me kind of hard. Like, he pushed my head kind of hard. And I'm still hitting him. And then I remember kicking him, and he grabbed my foot, and I fell backwards. I thought he took me up top, but I think he just grabbed my foot because I tried to kick him. Because I was probably doing all of this in slow motion and did not realize. But he grabbed my foot, and I fell backwards, hit my back so hard on the floor that the breath in my body, it came out. I felt like I couldn't breathe. At this point, I needed a second to calm down. And I'm like, all right. So then brother, he goes to my brother's room, gets my brother, and my brother is fed up. Like, he's like, oh my God, another episode. Fed up. I don't know what him and my brother are discussing. I'm leaving. He calls the police on me. They called the police, whoever. I think it was him though. Called the police. And then my brother is like, yo, calm down. I remember my brother saying, yo, calm down. And I couldn't calm down. Like, I wanted to, but I just couldn't. Like, I couldn't. I had to attack him again. Like, I couldn't stop. So I'm trying to get him. My brother is holding on to me. Like, bro, I thought my arm was going to break off. And I grab a vase, like a glass, bro. And I hit my brother on the side of his leg. Broke the glass, broke the plant. It was a plant in there. Broke the whole flower pot on my brother's leg. I remember my brother's leg was bleeding. And that still didn't stop me. Next thing you know, I turn around, the police is at the door, and they got handcuffs in their hand. Nah, I need a second video for part 2. If y'all want to hear the rest of that, please comment below if you want to part 2, because this is going to be a little longer story. And then I got to add in about the girl that I was working with, that he was messing with too. Alright, if y'all want the rest of the story, please comment down below, because I'm here for it. Part 2 on the way. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the whole video. If you did, even if you watched part of it, thank you too for the support. Like, comment, and subscribe. But comment on what kind of videos you guys want to see next, because I'm trying to hit y'all with some bang.